You are listening to the Honeypot series, written by Whippe, narrated by Jeremy Bartelt, published by Four Horsemen Publishing, Incorporated. Copyright Whippe, 2021 to 2022. All rights reserved. Book 1. Bound for Release. Chapter 1. MaryBell knows what James wants the moment she lays eyes on him. It is easy enough to see. A tall man, broad-shouldered, with short black hair, and those wire-rimmed glasses that remind her of John Lennon, even after Harry Potter got a hold of them. James slowly makes his way over to her table. She knows the type. Alone at a fetish event, but not in that creepy stalker way some of the attendees cultivate. Rather, a not quite vanilla, curious to explore some part of himself that wants something more. His will be a serious interest, not a passing thing, not a bet or a joke. Looking over the array of strap-ons, dildos, and phallic objects on her table, MaryBell knows that her wares are often the victim of snickered hilarity, visitors jostling one another with wide eyes and goofy grins. "Hey dude, I bet you could fit this up your ass." And the quick retort, "Yeah, you would know." Such banter is common at the bigger conventions. She sets up her table under the harsh fluorescent lights of the vendor room and spends the day balanced between serious members of the community looking for new toys to add to their collections and curious onlookers who dare one another to go into the room and look at those freaky toys. MaryBell loves her work, loves being that girl at conventions, and that is fine. The one who can match wits over teasing jests just as easily as she can sit down and discuss the merits of one style of strap-on versus another. MaryBell knows her trade, knows it well, and she is always glad to have some fun, but she really likes when someone comes along who is genuinely interested in what she has to offer. Someone who wants to try something new, but doesn't know where to begin. Someone like James. She is suddenly glad that she agreed to this gig tonight, knowing that the smaller venue and limited audience at the fetish night/dungeon party at the Honeypot, instead of a local hotel, means fewer people. The entrance fee for the event discourages the merely curious, allowing the well-versed members to have some fun in the dungeon set up nearby. MaryBell knows that her toys are harder to see in the relatively dim lighting, but the atmosphere encourages the attendees to act out scenes. To encourage them, the Honeypot has a wide selection of BDSM equipment set up: spanking benches, St. Andrew's crosses, even a large metal cage large enough for a person to fit inside, hands bound to various points either above the head or at the waist. MaryBell hears the heavy thud of a leather paddle hitting flesh, and someone yelps and then moans. There are rules for playing at the event: no nudity and no sex, but patrons are always happy to tie one another up and play with their toys, some brought from home and some purchased at the event. It has been a good night, despite the smaller venue, but now that it is after midnight, things are winding down. Maybe after she packs up for the night in an hour or two, she might make her way over to the playroom. A few regulars tend to linger at the end of an event, willing to perform one last scene. MaryBell doesn't think she will participate tonight, but she is always up for a bit of voyeurism. Like watching the man who approaches her table now. MaryBell lets her eyes linger on him as he walks up, taking in the details of his appearance in the dim light. He wears a green army jacket over a black t-shirt, form-fitting enough to see that he is in shape, but baggy enough to leave something to the imagination, and his jeans look comfortably worn. MaryBell decides she likes him. She doesn't move over to where he is, though, knowing that someone with a serious interest will need time and space to take in the objects on her table on his own terms. When he is ready, he will come to her with his questions. She is content to wait, making a point to stand a little bit straighter, though.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?